Hello everyone, this is our English project, which is about what life was like before and what life is like now. So let's start with me. I am Carolina Garma, and I'm going to share with you some things that I used to do before the pandemic, the things that I am currently getting used to doing, and finally the things that I am already used to doing. Let's start. I used to take violin classes since 2013, and for obvious reason of the pandemic, I'm not going to presential classes anymore. This makes me feel a little bit depressed because I really miss my teacher and the classroom. Well, the second image is about parties because I used to go to parties with my friends. And an interesting fact about this photo is that I am not used to hosting parties, but this one was the exception because the photo was from my birthday party at my house. Now I am getting used to doing two things related to my university. The first one, I'm getting used to taking online classes. I must say that this modality has been a blessing for me since I can manage my time better. And the disadvantage is that I get distracted more easily. The second point is about the afternoon schedule. Never in my life I had taken afternoon classes, but I must say that those are the ones that better fit my personal schedule. Finally, what am I used to doing? Well, first of all, an interesting fact about me is that I am used to staying at home almost all day. So the quarantine is not being an obstacle to me. Now, do you remember that I say that the afternoon schedule was the one that better fits my activities? Well, one of these activities is playing video games. I am used to playing video games every night. It's one of the things that I love to do. Then, when I get bored enough of playing video games, I am used to reading one or two chapters of a book before going to sleep. And well, that was all about me, and thank you.
So now it's my turn. I'm Fatima Martinez, and this is my routine before and after quarantine. So to start off, I will describe how my routine was like before quarantine. And I used to participate in classes. I really like it because that is like my personal strategy to force me in quotation marks to learn and understand the topic I am being taught in school. And I consider that such action characterized my responsibility on my studies. Therefore, when my team needed to work together, we stayed at the cafeteria or the students' lounge after classes to finish all our homework as a team. And actually, I was getting used to that. The public transport, though, for me to get to my house at that time was not a problem because we used to finish when my dad used to finishing his working day. And then quarantine happened, and I started to get used to many things. And one of them was to take advantage of the time I had to start doing things that I always wanted to learn. For instance, knitting, which I did not continue due to school, but I really enjoyed learning because I spent some time with my mom and sister. Another thing was to get in contact with the ones I am close to. And quarantine let us know many things, platforms and apps that can help us to keep in contact even if we are not under the same ceiling. So I'm now used to that. Thus, I can say that I am used to online classes, even though the last quarter was quite difficult for me and because I have found my own strategies to keep myself organized. Thank you.
Now, as you already know, I am Mario. I'm going to talk about my daily grid before and during quarantine. So let me talk about the things that I was used to do that I used to do when things were normal. So I used to hang out with my friends every weekend, and in that picture you can see that we were at the mezcaleria, but it was usually a matter of going to somebody's place. And I also used to go to school every single day. JPY is kind of far from my place, and I used to go by bus. So in order to do that and to get on time, I used to wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. So related to quarantine, that's one of the things that I definitely do not miss, to wake up very early. So I don't know if you know this, but I used to work as a tour guide 3 times a week, and that's one of the things that I really miss the most, because I love to walk around the city telling some fun facts about Merida and getting paid for that. So I hope that I can come back soon. And speaking of downtown, I live in downtown, so it was very rare for me to stay at home, and I was always somewhere in the touristic area taking pictures or drinking coffee or just hanging out with my friends. And then quarantine happens, as you can see in the next slide. And yeah, now I'm getting used to feeling tired every day, even though that I do not go out and I stay at home 24/7. I don't know why it gets me tired, but I'm getting used to it. And in the very beginnings of the quarantine, I used to do some exercise, but I dropped it because I'm a lazy person, so I'm not used to do it anymore. And as you can already tell, I am not used to staying at home because it is not part of my daily schedule nor my personality, but it is what it is. But I am getting used to online classes because I like my major, so there's no other choice. Thank you.
Well, I'm the last. I'm Roger Solis, and this is my story during this quarantine time. So, used to live very hilarious moments, such as hang out with my friends, eat every Wednesday all bowls you can eat. After that, I started a very fit mood. So I used to go to the gym. I used to measure my meals and all that fit stuff to take care of yourself. And that's when the quarantine starts, and I I was getting used to be at home, be almost all day alone, only with my brothers because I was very busy outside. And suddenly, one of the most important persons for me passed away, and I'm getting used to lose all the stuff without that person and try to deal with that. And now I'm I'm very used to playing some video games during my free time because I've been participating in some tournaments to improve my skills, improve my level, and for that I can earn money. So with that, that's what I've been dealing with, and that's all for me. And thank you very much.
Well, in conclusion, we have seen that many of us have different activities before the pandemic, but most of them have to change or even have to stop because of COVID-19. But these also have brought to us new opportunities and capabilities to adapt to the change. And well, about the activity itself, it was a good one to put in practice or the applications of the used to in the different times. And that's it. Thank you, everyone.